Well, it's a good evening here. Tonight we're at Northcotes, which is in between Louth and Grimsby in Lincolnshire. So we've got St Nicholas here, so we're going to take a walk around the grounds. Unfortunately, it's not open, but let's go check it out. So it's situated here is a Commonwealth war grave. And we was just looking around, taking some photos for Instagram. So follow us, Barefeats on Instagram page as well. But Northcotes was the one of the earliest RAF air bases, not RAF Northcotes. So obviously it's in war, people have been killed in action. But we come across these headstones, and I've never noticed these before in any other Commonwealth war graves. So you've got a Jane Robinson there, who aged 90, so she's like an unmarked grave. It's quite unusual. But for some reason this one's black, E. Handley. I don't know if he was, if it was different ethnicity. I wouldn't like to say that's quite racist if they've put him a black headstone. But I hope that isn't the case. But it's been marked like black for some apparent reason. But it gets more intriguing as we walk along. So all these are from obviously British servicemen. And then you've got this headstone here, Gentleman Helmuth Crest, and it's got insignia for the Iron Cross for Germans, so 1940. So I do believe this gentleman here was born in 1918. There's some interesting inscriptions there for when he's born, there for when he died. But I do believe this is a German pilot that passed away. Obviously trying to attack the airbase here locally to Northcotes, the RAF Northcotes. You can see they're all marked individual with their regiments on the top, just like Canadian Air Force. And then you've got a Gustav Bukowski, 1913 to 1942. So another German fighter pilot. I think that is a Hungarian name, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. There's a lot of Canadian Air Force. A lot of Canadians have been buried here. So they've probably been stationed in the RAF Northcotes and have died in action, either defending the territory here or they died in battle. But Ferdinand Rachberger, born 1922, died in 1942. Born 1922, yeah, died in 1942. So 1942, 23rd of the 8th. 23rd of the 8th, 1942. So they've not, these three German pilots have all died. So there's a single pilot that's not in a bomber. So interesting though. Well, it's a very little church here. So it's a little village. Watch where I'm going. But it's a little village in Lincolnshire, just outside of Grimsby. Not far from Halton-le-Clay, where we've been to St Peter and Paul, and on our earlier video, Marsh Chapel. So St Mary's in Marsh Chapel, it's cut down the road. But St Nicholas here, it very reminds me of like a Lancashire church, with some of the Lancashire churches I've visited in previously. It's an unusual one for the time period. I do believe that it was constructed in the 12th century, so somewhere after 100 odd years or so after the Norman invasion by William the Conqueror. So it's an unusual design, and we'll take a look round and we'll go check it out. So you've got an established... Hi, Mr. Pigeon there. He's watching us make our Barefoot Chronicles. A red emerald butterfly. I've seen a lot of butterflies today. Very pleasant. So you got your traditional Victorian headstones. Another one with George Huddleston. A lot of flies on there, basking in the sun. You got your traditional Victorian headstones in and around the church, but it's quite an established graveyard. Obviously, with probably been families here settled here during the village of bustling life. You had a market trade in the village, and then obviously the turn of the 20th century became an RAF base. So there are a lot of people. The more modern ones would have been families associated with the Air Force base. As you can see, there's a lot of mix of different architecture here. It's had a lot of renovations over the years. It's quite the mystery, really, who actually built this church. It's got a little bit of Saxon-esque, but then it hasn't. It's got this Norman feel to it, like King John period of England. There's a bit of a mix and match of many cultures here. It just reminds me of the limestone like Lancashire churches, and the reminiscent of design. So you got your door up there to get you up into the bell tower. See, the original foundations do look Saxon. And you like sandstone, limestone. And then I've not seen one with this particular clock face. What an interesting design. Not sure if there's been a fire in the bell tower at some time. That's like some soot around the edge at the top of the arch. And I was looking round here. So obviously you got a cemetery within a cemetery, and there's like a family of Parkers here. Thomas and Parker, beloved. So Eliza, can't make it out. Robert Fox, but there's the Parker family. And these little ones here, I do believe are little Parkers. So very strange. There's both children. But yeah, from the Parker family. So you've got the more modern headstones here. Another Parker there. Oh, it's a very interesting church. So now, looking from here, it doesn't look like there's been a fire in the bell tower. It just looks like pollution and erosion all mixed in one. A very interesting church. I wish I could go inside and take a look. It's a very unusual little monument here. I don't know if there would have been a cross there, and it's been desecrated once again. Looks like remnants of what used to be the Celtic cross, and it's been obviously desecrated probably by the Vikings or during the English Civil War. A very interesting symbol there of the cross and the sun. It's like sun worship and Jesus coincide with each other. It's like we worship the Son of God and also the Son of God. You know, the sun is like a god within itself, Helios and Ra. Been called many names over the years. Well, it's all to do with worship of the sun in the sky, the eternal body, and also of Christ as well. This is a sad little child graves here. Oh, it's sad. There's no markings on them. Loving memory. It's a very truly unique graveyard. So yeah, this is St. Nicholas. So I'm going to wrap it up there. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a short one here today. St. Nicholas at Northcotes. So please like the video, share, subscribe if you haven't done already. So we need to build up a bit more of a following. I will be doing some podcasts in the future. I'm waiting for some equipment to come. So I look forward to initiating the podcast. So I think we'll leave it there. I wish you all a splendid evening. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other, and God bless.